Welcome to release question 114 for CAHSEE Math. It says the actual width W of a rectangle is 18 centimeters. And so let's write that next to here. The actual width is 18. So there's the actual width, the actual W. And over here the actual length is what we're trying to figure out. We're trying to use the drawing of the rectangle to find the actual length. I'm going to put a question mark here. I don't know what that is. So we can set up a proportion, however. A proportion is just a fraction equaling another fraction. We just have to make sure that these things match up correctly. So I know that, based on what I have here, 1.2 compared to, so this is the drawing width to the actual width. I'm going to make that comparison. There's other valid ways to compare these things, but that is one valid comparison. So the actual width on the bottom, the drawing width on the top. So the drawing to the actual here, if I'm going to do that in that order, I have to do the drawing to the actual over here as well. So let's do drawing to the actual length we're saying is L. I'm going to use a cursive L so it doesn't look like a 1. So actual length is L. Now you could cross multiply this and work it out from there, or you might notice something handy dandy right here. 12 is the same as 1.2, just moved over one spot. 36 is the same as 3.6, just the decimal moved over one spot. And so that makes it easier, if you think of it that way, to notice, hey, that was just times 3. So if I multiply the top times 3, I should do the same thing on the bottom times 3. So this is my clever way of doing this one. Could you cross multiply and work this out from there? You'd get whatever 18 times 3.6 is and then divide that by 1.2 later. Sure, that would work just fine. But 18 times 3 will give you your answer. 18 times 3 ends up being 54. If you weren't sure of that off the top of your head, you could work that out the longhand way. You're going to have 54 centimeters. That is choice D. Now of these answers here, I think A wouldn't make any sense because the length clearly here is longer than the width. And so to say if the actual width is 18, to say the length is less than that doesn't make sense. But choice D is correct based on what you see here.